We started making names right away, and I loved it. I was robbing drug dealers, taking their gold right off their neck, and the shit we did, who's gonna call the police on you? A drug dealer?
I can identify with anything that was normal, to be honest with you. But I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
99% of the time, you're gonna disappear.
Just like the Donnie Brasco situation with Lefty.
Yeah, because the reason why, they figure it this way. You brought this guy around, he ratted on everybody, now he ratted on you. You might turn around and join him and rat on us, so we get rid of you. There's no connection between there and there, and they get rid of you.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the two teens that were arrested for stealing a police officer's gun in a convenience store. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch my show. Let's get into this story. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the world. I hope everyone had a safe 4th of July. There's a lot of different events going on. This is crazy. So there's a video to go along with this one. Suspect arrested after trying to steal a gun from a police officer. The video shows the attack. So I'm going to show you guys the video. Make sure there's no ads on this video first. So, Detroit police have announced they arrested 2 suspects for attempting to steal a gun from a Detroit police officer who was attacked at a gas station on Saturday. I'm going to play the video for you in a minute. It says, Police Chief James White announced at a press conference on Monday that 2 suspects minors were in custody and said that they both were arrested in Southfield with the help of their attorney, but provided no other details. White credited the officer for not firing his gun when he was jumped inside a gas station Saturday evening. The attack happened at a BP gas station located near Southfield Freeway and Joy Road early Saturday evening. The officer, who was wearing his Detroit police officer's uniform but was off duty, was gearing up for a shift at the Taylor Swift concert downtown around 5:30 p.m. He was paying for his fuel inside the station when 2 men attacked him. One of the suspects, armed with a 9mm Glock handgun, the men were able to get a hold of the officer's gun. The officer eventually wrestled the gun back from the man, despite having the gun pointed at him. He didn't fire a single shot. And this video is crazy. I'll show it to you in 1 second. So it shows him wrestling with the cop, and then they end up just running away. So they wrestle with the cop for a little bit, and they try to grab his gun. What's good, Italian Stallion? How are you? Maureen, what's up? Pasquale, what's up, man? Yeah, definitely. My email, I'll put it right in the description. I'll put it in the chat. Let me get this video for you guys. This is crazy. All right. Check this out.
Unbelievable video. We'll slow it down to show you just how bold these suspects are. The young man without a shirt goes for the uniformed Detroit police officer's gun on his right side. He gets it. Meanwhile, his accomplice in the Adidas pants pulls a gun, pointing it at the officer. There's a struggle. The officer wrestles his duty weapon, a 9mm, back from the suspect. The two run off. The officer does not shoot at them.
This is just a ridiculous crime.
Detroit Police Commander Arnold Williams says it happened Saturday evening at the BP station near the Southfield and Joy Road. There's nothing to indicate that this officer, who was off duty heading into work, was targeted specifically. Investigators say it was all about getting the gun.
There's no way I can explain the mindset of someone who would do something like that. But the one thing I can explain is if they would do that to a uniformed police officer, can you imagine what they would do to a regular citizen?
Investigators have identified both suspects. They've executed 2 search warrants at their homes and are in contact with their parents. But still, as of Monday afternoon, they're not in police custody.
If it's any family members that are sheltering them or have any information, encourage them to come in. And we want them to turn themselves in because we're coming for them. We're going to find them.
Detroit Police Rewards TV is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. And of course, you can report those tips anonymously.
So they ended up turning themselves in with the help of their lawyer. And guess what? They shaved all their dreads off. Both of them don't have any dreads. Let me show you guys their picture. You seen how they looked in that video, right? They both had dreads and all that. Here is their mugshot. Bam! They both got fresh cuts. Why they need fresh cuts? Shit. You do something and you're in a store like that. You're on camera. You're on camera everywhere you go nowadays. You can't do dumb shit like that, especially to a police officer. Like, people nowadays, man, you got to use your brain. Like, how dumb can you really be to do something like that? It makes no sense. Tonight, I will be doing a show at 9 p.m. with Derek Galanis. You don't want to miss that one. He's been on my show before. Where he's gonna tell some stories. We're gonna chop it up, and should be a good show. Don't miss that one tonight at 10 or 9 p.m. I already have the show scheduled. There's a link in the shout out to Boston, North End, man. I love the North End. Really is one of my favorite places in the country to go. Is the North End. Out of everywhere I've been, the North End is clean, nice people. Like it was a great place to go. No, I was supposed to go, man. I was supposed to go. And shout out to Macho Camacho Jr. Used to hang out on 118th First Avenue. He was a friend of mine. Took his murder hard. I was supposed to go, man, and that was the same week as the week that I went to New York, and I had to go to Philadelphia, and I was with Chad Marks. Shout out to Chad Marks from Blood on the Razor Wire, and I just had a lot of things going on at once. But shout out to Hector Camacho Jr. I know he got that street renamed after him, Lexington. That's huge. Like, think of how much of an icon you really have to be to get a street named after you. They don't do that for anybody. This dude was a absolute legend, and his son is a living legend. Shout out to Hector Camacho Jr. Macho time. Never forget that. This dude was one of my favorite boxers growing up. 100%. So when I finally got a chance to interview Hector Camacho Jr., it was like a dream come true. It really was. Go check out the interview I did with Hector Camacho Jr. It came out really good. Muggsy, what's up, man? Let's check some of these other breaking news stories that are going on. $100 million jewel heist. You don't see this every day. Could be the largest jewel heist ever. $100 million worth of goods were stolen from a semi-truck in California last year. Now, body camera video of Los Angeles Sheriff's Office has been released, showing the aftermath as police arrived to investigate. You don't see this every day. You can hear on the video, that makes two of us, another officer replied. I wonder why that wasn't reported like that, because I didn't hear about this story. Let's check out this video. I got a video for you guys.
How much of the inventory do you guys think you're carrying?
$2.5 million diamonds and jewelry.
It could be the largest jewel heist ever. $100 million worth of jewels stolen from this tractor trailer in California.
Tell them there's 49 peat bags in here. Because the paper says 73.
It happened last year. Inside Edition's Jim Murray explained at the time.
The heist was pulled off at this remote truck stop called the Flying J, about 75 miles north of Los Angeles. Police say the two Brinks guards left their truck unattended.
This
Nick, how
video
you doing,
showing
man?
the aftermath as police arrived was just made public to KC.
How you doing, Nick? Yo, do you hear this? $100 million was stolen. And the two drivers just happened to leave their truck unlocked. And it's in a regular semi truck. What is wrong with these people?
Yes.
You don't see this every day. That takes two of us.
According to the video from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Office, two Brinks employees told deputies one was sleeping in the cab and the other went inside to get food. 20 minutes later, they say someone sawed off the lock. Now there's a lawsuit from the jewelry owners claiming that Brinks was negligent.
We're talking about mom and pop jewelers, and this is not lifestyles of the rich and famous.
The goods were on the truck headed to a jewelry showcase.
The organizer of this show, Arnold Duke, has told everybody that his estimation is that we're talking about $100 million of jewelry in this lot. Wow. And if that's the case, as Arnold says it is, that would be the largest jewelry heist probably in U.S. history.
Brinks says the jewelers undervalued their products and that it met its contractual obligations.
As we've now learned, this trailer is a regular old big rig. It was not armored. It's basically no different than
100%.
the goods that are hauled like groceries.
They were in on it, man. Do you hear this? Every single clue points to the two drivers. One was sleeping in the cab. The other was out doing whatever. Of course they set that up. Of course they did.
As it is, that would be the largest jewelry heist probably in U.S. history.
Brinks says the jewelers undervalued their products and that it met its contractual obligations.
As we've now learned, this trailer is a regular old big rig. It was not armored. It's basically no different than the goods that are hauled like groceries to Vons.
In a statement to CBS, Brinks said, "Our customers trust us to cover them for any losses, however unlikely. In turn, we trust our customers to declare the full and correct value of the goods they ask us to transport. According to the information the customers provided to us before they shipped their items, the total value of the missing items is less than $10 million. Brinks has also filed, claiming if they knew the items were worth more, it would have used different transportation. This is Inside Edition Digital.
Oh wait, so are they saying that if it's under $9 million that it'll be in a truck like that? Is that what they said? That's crazy, man. It's really wild, right? Like, I've never heard nothing like that in my life. Insane. $100 million. And the company who was sending the jewelry, they didn't report how much was really there. They say it was 100 million, but their estimates from what they reported to Brinks was less than 10 million. So why? Someone's full of shit, whether it's the drivers that pulled it off, the $100 million heist, when they didn't claim that much when they were delivering it. So how could they even claim that that much was stolen? Doesn't make sense. I think someone's trying to scheme something off the top somewhere. What's going on with everybody out there? How was you guys' holiday weekend or week? Holiday week. And then they find suspected cocaine in the White House. They don't know whose that is. I got a really good show coming tonight. You guys are going to like this one. And I got another story for you. Some wine thieves descend from the ceiling and swipe $600,000 worth of French vintage Brezon on an Ocean 11 style heist. The Brezon booze bandit pulled off an Ocean's 11 style heist to reportedly swipe $600,000 worth of pricey wine from a high-end California liquor store over the holiday weekend. They cut a hole in the roof and broke into the Lincoln Fine Wine in Venice, California, and rappelled down before spending nearly 4 hours hauling away expensive French vintages. Stolen bottles included Chateau Perez 2016, retail at $4,500, brands from Creighton, Camillage family, including 1974 vintage outlet. Some of the bottles are worth $13,000. The store manager, Nick Martelli, said he found one of the security cameras covered with tape from the back of the "Smile, You're on Camera" sign was yanked off the door of the wine cellar, and there are many of the most expensive bottles were stored. It was like something out of Ocean's 11. We just can't believe it, he told the outlet. The masked thief sawed a hole in the roof and descended into the shop cellar, swiping $600,000 worth of inventory. The masked robber was seen on security cameras pulling into the wine store parking lot in a white pickup truck, stripped of its license plate. The robber, who remained on the loose, wore a black hoodie. Damn, he did all this by himself, one person. Let me show you a picture of what this hole in the roof looked like, and you guys will know what I'm talking about. So this is the hole in the roof that he rappelled down to steal the wine. Here's some more pictures. This is a picture of him climbing up onto the roof. $4 it took him to get all this stuff out of there. Did he do it alone? They didn't say. Crazy. Someone's got some real cojones, man. Some big cojones to do some shit like that. Maureen, how are you? Buffalo Billy, what's up, man? Shane, how are you? Like 6 seals. People are wild nowadays with the crimes they commit. It's insane. You would think people would be like a little smarter with the things they do, but I mean, it seems people forget that there's cameras everywhere, and it's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. There's only going to be more cameras, and a lot of places it seems like people are running out of stores with all kinds of shit, with their hands full of stuff, and some of the people who try to stop them, they'll get fired. So a guy was recording them running out of the store, right? And he was filming them. He got fired for filming them. Like, what are you supposed to do? You're not supposed to get involved with it, right? But they fired this dude for filming them when they were taking off from the store. It was crazy. If you guys don't know, I went to Aunt Bic's studio yesterday with Chicky Chickatelli, and he did an interview over there. Came out great. It'll be out this weekend. Go check out my interview with Aunt Bic. It's doing really good. It's got a lot of views, and it's only going up. I think it has like 22,000 so far. That's pretty good for a kid from Bristol. But I got a real good show planned for you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. Don't want to miss it. And then Mugshot Monday is going to be a good one. We got some characters this week. Oh, yeah. $22,000, man. The one on 23andOne has over 60,000 views. Crazy. Hey, the more the merrier, right? Yankees for life. What's up, man? How you doing? I had a really good holiday. I really didn't do much. Well, yeah, I did. I went to a cookout. It was raining. So we stayed in the house, but the burgers were banging. I had a really good day. But yo, I can't wait till tonight. You guys don't want to miss the show tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. Derek Galanis will be here, coming through, telling some stories, and we're going to chop it up. So don't miss tonight's show. And remember, don't be a bitch.